Most people think conversation is about words. It's not. It's about control. The ones who truly win in life, they don't just talk. They manipulate, they lead, they dominate. Right now, you are being influenced every single day without even realizing it. Advertisers shape your choices. Politicians control your emotions. Social masterminds bend conversations to their will. But today, you step behind the curtain. By the end of this guide, you won't just listen. You'll predict, influence, and manipulate conversations like a pro. Are you ready? Let's begin. Psychologists have studied human behavior for centuries. And here's the truth. People are predictable. Their emotions, thoughts, and actions follow patterns. Sigmund Freud revealed how unconscious desires dictate behavior. Robert Cialdini uncovered the science of persuasion. FBI interrogators use psychological manipulation daily to extract information. And world leaders, CEOs, and even interrogators use these same techniques to gain power. Now, I'm handing those techniques to you. 5 psychological tricks to dominate any conversation. Number 1. The Trojan horse question. Extract information like a spy. Weak people's mistake. They ask direct questions and get defensive answers. They come off as interrogators instead of conversationalists. They push too hard for information, making others shut down. What to do instead? Wrap your question inside a statement. Instead of, "Do you like your job?" say, "A lot of people feel stuck in their jobs these days. I bet you've thought about that too, huh?" Make the person feel like they're agreeing, not revealing. Why it works. The brain drops its guard when it thinks it's just agreeing. People feel more comfortable revealing hidden thoughts. Used by interrogators and journalists to get exclusive information. Real-life applications. 1. Business deal. Instead of asking, "Are you worried about this investment?" say, "A lot of people hesitate before making a big investment. I'm guessing you have similar concerns." 2. Dating. Instead of asking, "Do you like me?" say, "Most people take time to warm up to someone. I bet you the same way." 3. Detecting lies. Instead of asking, "Are you lying to me?" say, "Most people would hesitate before telling the truth in this situation. I wonder if you feel the same way." Number 2. The power of misdirection. Distract the conscious mind. Control the subconscious. Weak people's mistake. They ask directly for what they want, making people overthink. They let people focus on their resistance instead of guiding them. They argue logically when emotions actually drive decisions. What to do instead? Distract their logical mind with something else while slipping in your real message. Example. Instead of, "Let's go on a trip," talk about how refreshing vacations are. Then say, "By the way, I found an awesome deal for a trip next month." Their mind is already agreeing before they even realize it. Why it works. The subconscious processes emotions while the conscious mind gets distracted. Magicians use this trick to make objects disappear. Used in advertising. Ever notice how car commercials don't talk about engines, but show happy families instead? Real-life applications. 1. Job interviews. Instead of saying, "I deserve this job," tell a success story, then say, "That's why I know I'll be a great fit here." They'll already be emotionally convinced. 2. Dating. Instead of, "Do you like me?" make them laugh, build a fun vibe, then say, "People who get along this well usually end up dating." Their mind connects the dots. 3. Business negotiation. Instead of, "Lower your price," compliment their product, discuss its success, then say, "By the way, if we tweak the pricing a little, we can close this today." Their mind is already in agreement mode. Number 3. Emotional labeling. Make people reveal their true thoughts. Weak people's mistake. They assume how others feel without confirming. They respond with logic when the other person is feeling emotional. They ignore subtle emotional signals in conversations. What to do instead? Label their emotions for them. If someone seems frustrated, say, "You seem frustrated about this." If someone hesitates, say, "It looks like you're unsure about something." Why it works. People feel relieved when their emotions are recognized. It reduces defensiveness and makes them open up. Used in FBI hostage negotiations to calm people down. Real-life applications. 1. Sales. If a client seems unsure, say, "It looks like you have some concerns. Want to talk about them?" 2. Arguments. If someone is upset, say, "You seem frustrated about this. What's on your mind?" Instead of arguing back. 3. Friendships. If someone is quiet, say, "You seem a bit down today. Everything okay?" It makes them open up. Number 4. The embedded command. Influence without directly telling them. Weak people's mistake. They give direct orders, which trigger resistance. They beg for agreement instead of leading it. They don't realize that words can bypass resistance if phrased right. What to do instead? Hide commands inside casual statements. Instead of, "Trust me on this," say, "Most people naturally trust someone who's done their research." Instead of, "You should buy this," say, "A lot of smart people invest in this and don't regret it." Why it works? The subconscious picks up commands hidden inside statements. People don't resist suggestions if they feel natural instead of forced. Used by sales experts, politicians, and hypnotists to plant ideas in people's minds. Real-life applications. 1. Sales. Instead of, "You need this," say, "When people use this, they realize how much it changes their lives." 2. Persuasion. Instead of, "You should agree with me," say, "Most people see the logic in this and go with it." 3. Social influence. Instead of, "Be confident," say, "People naturally start feeling confident after practicing these techniques." Number 5. The commitment trick. Trap people into agreement. Weak people's mistake. They try to convince others through logic instead of commitment. They argue directly instead of guiding people into agreement. They don't realize how powerful small commitments are. What to do instead? Get people to agree to something small first. Instead of saying, "You should eat healthy," start with, "Would you agree that health is important?" Once someone agrees to a small yes, they naturally follow through on bigger agreements. Why it works? The commitment bias makes people stick to their previous choices. It's how cults, businesses, and politicians slowly gain influence over people. Used in marketing to turn small agreements into big decisions. Real-life applications. 1. Sales. Instead of saying, "Buy this product," start with, "Do you agree that quality matters?" 2. Debates. Instead of saying, "You're wrong," say, "Would you agree that facts are important?" And then guide them. 3. Personal influence. If you want someone to start exercising, first ask, "Would you agree that being active is important?" You now have 5 powerful techniques to dominate any conversation. You can either ignore this and let others manipulate you, or start using these today and take control. If you want even deeper secrets on mind control and manipulation, subscribe now. This was just the beginning. Welcome to the world of true influence.